Well, talofa lava, halo, ola keta, and welcome to Bruce Pullman Arena here in Auckland for coverage of the OFC Futsal Nations Cup for 2023. It's a pleasure you can join us for this match today. And coming up, we have Samoa against the Solomon Islands. Glenn Lama's my name, and thank you for joining us. It's going to be an interesting match, this one, particularly for the Solomon Islands, who have been so good in futsal over the last several OFC Men's Futsal Nations Cups. It's their opportunity to get a win here, perhaps, and move through to the semi-finals. But not going to be easy against a Samoan team who will be motivated to stop their opponents from getting through today. So going to be an interesting clash. This is the last of the pool matches for them, for both teams in Group B before the playoffs begin later on. So they've got to leave it all out there today. All right, let's have a look at some previous action here on previous days here on the OFC Nations League. So here are the results from day 2, and you can see Solomon Islands right down the bottom there drew with New Caledonia 2-2, and the Samoans were beaten by Tahiti by 5-0. Samoa have scored 2 goals in the tournament so far, and will be hoping for more in that loss that they had to the New Caledonians earlier on. Here is the standings. So at the moment, quite an interesting scenario has built there, with New Caledonia and Tahiti to play off a little bit later on for top spot in Group B. But if the Solomon Islands can get a win here, they will leapfrog both teams, meaning that if the New Caledonia-Tahiti game isn't a draw, then the Solomon Islands will go through to the semi-finals. So there's a lot at stake here for the Solomon Islands today in this clash, and they, of course, their hopes will definitely rely on the upcoming game between New Caledonia and Tahiti a little later on. So let's have a look at the starting lineups now for both teams. And here is the Samoan team today. We can see Osa Savalio is back in goal today. He started both the 2 previous matches, and we're looking forward to seeing the other players in there as well. Tavita To'o is on a yellow card. Va'atawa Ali is their captain today, and good to see To'o and Tomua Leo. They are the 2 goal scorers in the matches so far, with their win over their loss to New Caledonia by 7-2. The coach, of course, is Ina Tunganga, who was the team's coach at last year's OFC Nations Cup as well. And here is the Solomon Islands team. Cliff Sasso has started against Tahiti in the team's last match. He's there again today. Kelvin To'oro is back. George Stevenson gets a start today, his first start of this tournament, experienced player. And then, of course, Mika Lea'alafa, looking forward to see him in action again. A very fine futsal player. And Alice Mana gets a recall, having not started against Tahiti in the team's last match. Elliot Rangomo is the captain, and he'll be starting from the bench for this clash. And the Englishman, Damon Shaw, is the coach of the Solomon Islands side. So with kickoff coming in just a few minutes' time, we are looking forward to seeing this match between Samoa and the Solomon Islands. But first up, we have an important OFC message about safeguarding. It's a video titled, "It's a Penalty."
Every child has a right to be safe from abuse and exploitation
during their lives and as they play sport.
Globally, 1 in 8 children are abused or exploited before the age of 18.
The majority of those affected are girls.
In most cases, a child is abused by someone they know.
We stand with It's a Penalty to keep kids safe.
Join us.
If you suspect abuse, report it.
It's a penalty.
Yeah, great message there from OFC, and thank you to all of the participants of that that note, it's certainly an important issue in the sport of futsal and, of course, all sport, really. All right, we are here at Bruce Pullman Arena. We are not too far away from the start of the match between the Solomon Islands and Samoa in Group B. As the two teams, you can see, just about to come out to play in this match. Looking forward to seeing Mika Lea'alafa again in this match. Of course, such an accomplished player. And also, he is such a good player, not only in this sport, but also football as well. He's a full Solomon Islands international. Extensive experience here in Auckland as well, playing for Auckland City, now based in Australia. And also had some time in South Africa as well. So a lot at stake here for the Solomon Islands with these two results so far. The draw against New Caledonia 2-2, where Lea'alafa scored both of those goals. Got another one against Tahiti in a 5-5 draw. They really need a win here today to the Solomon Islands side. Of course, beat the finalists in last year's OFC Nations Cup as well, with New Zealand going on to win that title. So here are the officials for today's match. Majid Al-Hatmi from Oman will be the first referee. Hyun Tan from Vietnam. And Nicholas Backo of Australia. Ismail Sawid of Saudi Arabia, also part of the match officials team for this match. So here are the Samoan team. Always a real pleasure to have the Samoan team play at an OFC Futsal Nations Cup. Good news for them as they have several players backing up from last year's OFC Nations Cup as well. There's Itifalo. Here's Michael Leo, number 13. He has got that one goal against the New Caledonians, 20-year-old from Vaipuna Futsal Club. Young player on the rise in the Samoan lineup. And here's the Solomon Islands team. Very accomplished side. Experienced team too. A couple of youngsters in there on the bench today. Owen Unabo and J-Roll Paddy. And here is Lea'alafa. He's 32 years of age now. What a star he's been for his country in both futsal and football. And he's helped himself to 3 goals so far, and no doubt will be a big threat for the Samoan team to keep quiet in this match. Standing by now for the national anthems of both countries. Shortly in a moment, we'll have the Solomon Islands national anthem. We're going to start off with the Samoan national anthem. So not too far away from the start here of the All-B match here at the OFC FUTSAL Nations Cup for 2023. The Solomon Islands in the yellow tops and Samoa in the all-blue strip. This is third versus fourth in this pool. As I touched on, with victory, Solomon Islands can go to the top of the table. However, their place in the semi-finals will hinge on the result of the New Caledonia-Tahiti match to come up later. But that's the farthest thing from their mind at the moment. They just want to get victory over Samoa here today. Samoa, of course, 2 played, 2 lost, but their motivation, of course, will be to also win this game today. And I'm sure we're going to get a very committed performance as Fa'atawalai and the rest of his team get set for kick-off in this match. So thank you for joining us here at Bruce Pullman Arena here in Auckland, as we get set for Solomon Islands versus Samoa. George Stevenson, number 9 for the Solomon Islands, about to get things underway. So it's going to be the Solomon Islands with the first possession of this Group B match here at the OFC Futsal Nations Cup, and straight away chance here for the Solomon Islands, but it was Mana who was just astray with that, and that will be the big test for the Samoan team, who've conceded 12 goals in their 2 games to date. Interesting to see their tactics as well. Will they hold on to possession? Won't want to give the ball away as easy as they just did there against the Solomon Islands team. There's plenty of attacking threats and experience in their lineup, and they can get into things very quickly, taking no risks. Clearing it away was Ma'ava. Now Samoa have a chance to clear through Tamua Leo, but their stay in possession will be brief. Kelvin Ta'oro, 22-year-old. Well, that's nicely taken away by Namumea. Chance here. Well, it's off the keeper there for Solomon Islands, Sasso. Now they have a chance to attack. Great pass, and almost into the path there of Alice Mana once again. Fatu there was going to be fully tested, but example of just how quick this sport is. Oh, now with that touch by the keeper, I think he might just got a hand on it. Sasso, boy, that was a close call. That initial shot there from Tamua looked on target. Quick look at it again. Brilliant reactions, and I wonder whether that was on target. Great stuff there from Tamua. A reminder there of the Solomon Islands defence is going to have to be on song in this game too. going to be another corner. In fact, it's come off a Samoan player and will be Solomon Islands position. No, it is going to be another corner. Good call by the officials there. It's an early test here for Solomon Islands. And it's nicely gathered by Sasso. Second start of the tournament for him. Started against Tahiti, so that was in the last game. Didn't start against New Caledonia. Mana for a bit of support from the Oro. And now here's Stevenson just holding up, but Ava able to clear it away, and that will be Samoan possession. So a fairly solid start from the Samoan team. They've, in this first 90 seconds, Lea Alafa, they've starved him of possession. Yeah, here he is right here, Mika Lea Alafa, good challenge there. Viliamu, who's in the game. Lea Alafa. Samoa have done a reasonable job keeping Solomon Islands pinned in their own half at the moment. Now here's a chance. Tamulio! And there's the first goal. Stevenson puts it home. And here's the evidence that Solomon Islands can just hurt you very quickly. Nice solid ball. Good cross, and Stevenson makes no mistake in front of goal. So there is the first goal of the game. And it's George Stevenson who gets his first goal of the tournament. It's only taken 2 minutes. It's disappointing for Samoa. They had a couple of chances at the other end of the field. Wonderful start for George Stevenson. Kelvin Da'oro and Mana. Just to start the Solomons were looking for. Remember, they have to win this game to have any chance of making the semi-finals. Stevenson looking for Lea Alafa. In the end, Samoa come through here. And unfortunately, Tumua Leo not quite on target there with that shot, but encouraging signs for the Samoan team again. All futsal teams, of course, if they win the ball in midfield, can create an attack very quickly. Oh, that was lucky for Samoa as it fell to Fatu. Going to easily fall into a foot there of one of the Solomon Islanders, but in the end, no harm done. That's good pressure from Junior Mana, who's in the game now, the 21-year-old for the Solomon Islands. He's the number 7. Corner coming up here for the Solomon Islands with Alice Mana to take it. It's been deflected away there by Eva, but still will be Solomon Islands possession. Da'oro. Good challenge from Ma'iva. He's lost possession. Good battle in the midfield there. Damon Shaw, you can see there, the coach of the Solomon Islands team, looking fairly content. This team's start to the match. They've got that early goal, of course, through Stevenson. Da'oro. Now Mana. Switched over to the right-hand side. That's good skill. Brilliant. Beautifully finished, and it's Junior Mana with the second goal. And that was very tidy indeed. All created by that pass right there. It was really well done by Alice Mana. And here's the second goal for the Solomon Islands. Mana gets a second of the tournament. He got one in the 5-all draw with Tahiti. solid start for the Solomon Islands. Now Leah Alifa wins possession, and could have opened up there as well. That's good skill. Nicely controlled there by Paualai for Samoa. Leah Alifa. Do'oro. And Alice Mana again, who created that goal before, with some very fancy footwork. Very tidy. Just the speed of that play caught the Samoan team on the hop just a touch, and that was all Solomon Islands needed. Now they're starting to dominate a bit more ball now, aren't they? Kelvin Do'oro. Well, that's a nice little 1-2 again. An own goal this time. Well, it's gone and off Alatina Halilai. And that's a shame for Samoa. Wow, what a start here for the Solomon Islands. Fatu was just at the near post looking to shut that angle down, and another goal for the Solomon Islands. These goals are racking up quite quickly. It's important for the Samoan team not to let their heads drop. Including Martina Talilai. He's looks like he's put it behind him pretty quickly. It happens. You've just got to move on. Changes now for the Solomon Islands. We see Missy Tana here wearing 4. He's on the field now, or on the court rather. Here is Bunabo. And again, it's looking threatening here for the Solomon Islands, but in the end, Mana, that angle was too tight. Well, here come the Solomons again through Misitana. Big chance here, and it's off. Fatu. Another corner for the Solomon Islands for Alice Mana. Mana's got it now. Solomon Islands playing with a measure of control after generating this strong lead early in the match. Mana just losing his footing. Long range shot, Fatu. And it's going to be Samoan possession, as we saw Junior Mana come close to scoring a second there. All been turned over, and here they come again. Chance for the Solomon Islands. Fatu did well. Came out, shut the angle down. That was good work. And now has Samoa on the break. It's exciting action as Samoa came down court. Haven't seen Sasso in the match for a little while, but he did well there. But now the Samoan chance can build well. They can't get that executed correctly, so in the end it's going to be Solomon Islands ball. So just over 6 minutes played in the match so far. George Stevenson, Junior Mana, and an own goal for the Solomon Islands in this match so far. Hope you're enjoying the coverage of this Pool B match. Oh, it's a great turn. Fatu just came out of his area just a touch. He did well to adjust there. Ooh. Nabo was very close to tapping that home, the 18-year-old, for a 4th goal. To'o can't link up with a teammate. It's good commitment in midfield by the Samoan team. Yeah, there's a foul conceded by Nabo on the Samoan captain, Fa'atawalai. Not much in that, but a foul nonetheless. So here's a chance for Samoa to push a couple of players forward. So Alatina Talilai can do here. Looks like he's going to go for a long ranger. And it came off the keeper, so it's a corner. Again, they're looking for that deflection home, aren't they, the Samoan team, and not getting one there. A bit like hockey, isn't it, where you crash it in. Sometimes all you need is a little deflection, and the keeper, it's too fast for the keeper to react. And goals can come like that way fairly quickly if they're executed well and those corners are accurate. Well, here's a chance, turnover for Samoa. Big chance here. Sasso. Oh, brilliant work by the keeper. And now here come the Solomon Islands. Nice change up from Calvin to Oro. But Sasso at the other end, great goalkeeping from him to preserve his clean sheet. Goalkeeper's so important in the sport. If you have a magician in goal, he can most certainly be the difference between winning and losing in this sport. On for the Solomon Islands now. Another very experienced player. He's featured at the last two OFC Futsal Nations Cups. He's wearing 8 for the Solomon Islands. He is in possession. That seemed to come off Jefferson Pa'amatau. To Oro. Well, does that come off a Samoan player? Yeah, it's going to be a corner. I've only taken a feather of a deflection, but it's the ruling. It's nicely anticipated by the Samoan defence. They can't turn that good defence into a counter-attack. Here he is again, just quite happy just to marshal the other players around. Certainly play with a lot of composure to the Solomon Islands team. Of course, they've represented Oceania at a number of... Oh, that's beautiful skill by Stevenson. Well, I don't know if he was intending to go for the far post there. He seemed to mistime his shot in the end. But it's good skill. He definitely didn't time it. He was going for that, I reckon he was going for that power shot on the near post. It's an accurate 1-2. Nice play from Stevenson again as Leah Alifa pops up on the right side of the court this time. Fatu with a change of tactics this time. Not a bad idea to mix it up. Of course, a part of top-level sport is got to keep your opponents guessing all the way through. Oh, allowed to run here. Good save from Fatu. Ricochet is good here for Samoa. Well, he did well there to create space for himself. Couldn't get it on target. Mana, and now Sitana's still out there too. Junior Mana back out there, one of the starting players. Here's Stevenson, he's still out there. That's a good ball. Stevenson pounces on loose pass. Lialafa, and there's another one. Beautifully finished again. And that's well executed. They saw the space open up on the right-hand side. Beautiful pass. It's good play from Stevenson. Again, the defence not able to react in time, as we see Lialafa score in the 10th minute of this game. 4 goals to nil. Lialafa gets his 4th goal of this OFC Futsal Nations Cup campaign. Here he is again. Ooh, he wasn't far away from getting a double right there as we approach the halfway point of this first half. A tough game for Samoa so far. Beautiful ball from Lialafa. Here's a chance for a 5th. Oh, and that right there could be interesting. Yes, it's a red card. Deliberate handball there. It's all going wrong for Samoa. And Lapa Tone is off. He's only just come on the court as well. Well, there it is there. And I think he had that guilty look on his face straight away. He knew he was in trouble. So Tone is off. So here's Lialafa with a chance to score his 2nd of the game, which he duly does. With 5 goals in the first 10 minutes. Solomons are clicking and executing very well indeed. So 2nd goal of the game for Mika Lialafa. He's now got 5 in the tournament. So the Solomon Islands do exactly what they need to do at the moment with... They have to win to make the semi-finals, and they're well on their way to doing that. But reminding you that their participation in the semi-finals does rely on the result of the other Pool B match coming up. Here's another chance. Ooh, just wide by Alice Mana. Yeah, their participation in the semi-finals does rely on the result of the next match coming up in Group B between New Caledonia and Tahiti. So we'll see how that pans out a little bit later. Here's Mana. Oh, almost stolen there by the Solomon Islands again. Batu goes long this time, but it's picked off in midfield again. Lialafa, beautiful ball. Oh, the return pass. Just astray from Stevenson. And Lialafa would have helped himself to a hat-trick with an open goal right there. Well, Samoan's really struggling to hold the ball at the moment. Stevenson goes long range this time. Oh, again, passes easily intercepted by Lialafa. Tailor-made for him here. Now, Fatu did well. Lialafa maybe could have unleashed a shot there. It's gone out of court. Will be Samoan possession. Yes, we could, with a draw in the New Caledonia Tahiti match coming up later. That will actually create a three-way tie at the top of the table with all teams on 5 points between New Caledonia, Tahiti and the Solomons, and then it'll go to goal differential. So a big win here from the Solomons could certainly boost their chances. Solomons back in possession again. Oh, well, that's almost brilliantly done. That looked like a fair contest for the ball, so no whistle from any official. Well, it's still going to be Solomon Islands' possession with 7:42 left in this first half. Of course, the other scenario is if that New Caledonia-Tahiti game, if that's not a draw, and the Solomons do go on and win this game, then the Solomon Islands will progress through to the semi-finals. Almost there for another. All the Samoan outfield players are back defending. And they got back in good numbers. Here's Leah Alafa looking to put up a fancy play, and he's well wide this time, but still, nice positive play. As Leah Alafa finally takes a seat on the bench for a breather. Well, he's such an influential player. But they've got another influential player that's just come on, of course. Rangomo, number 3 here, their captain. So the Solomons will still get possession. Almost been to 3 World Cups with this Solomon Islands team and would dearly love to go to a 4th in Uzbekistan next year. Of course, that's the reward for the winning team of this tournament. Fatu defends brilliantly, the keeper. That's good play from him. 2 stops in quick succession there. Manumia wins a free kick for his team. Now there's a chance to push some players forward. Well won again in mid-court by the Solomon Islands, and they're back where they are wanting to be. With the ball at their feet and controlling this game. One more. Not a bad player to bring on. And that seems to have come off a yellow shirt, so it's going to be Samoan play here with 6:10 to go until the end of the first half. Head official again, Majid Al-Hatni of Oman. We're back 5 metres, of course. Not a bad play there from Samoa, but unfortunately it was just off target there from Alatani Talilai. Just the right play as it tried to open up on that, go for that top left corner shot. Fancy footwork again from Junior Mana. Momo. Nice play, positioning from him out wide on this left side. Alatina Talilai, good pressure from him. Good defending again, that time from Ava and Sasau in good position. Hasn't put a foot wrong, has he? That shot from the Samoan captain Tawalai. there is a foul by the Solomon Islands, so it's going to be a free kick in an attacking position for Samoa. Well, what will Samoa do this time? And Alatina Talilai. It's going to be Alatina Talilai again, is it? Go for the big one. Well, it hasn't quite fallen there for Nanumea. Alatina Talilai is going to concede the free kick. Still lots of chatter from the Solomon Islands bench. A period of play from Samoa now. There's been no goals for the last 5 minutes of playing time now, although that could change with this. And it's To'oro who got himself into a really good attacking spot there, but couldn't seal the deal. Again, excellent goalkeeping by Cliff Sasau. He is very aware of where he is on the futsal court. Well, that's been the story of Samoa's half, hasn't it? Just some long-range attempts, really. There hasn't really been any really meaningful chances that they've created. It's been a tough game for them. To'oro. Oh, yeah, good stop there by Fatu. Good stop here. And Fatu enjoying his time out there. He, of course, didn't start the first two games. Or Savalio, who's on the bench, did start the first two games for Samoa of this tournament. Alatina Talilai. And Eva just lets it go, and Fatu again going long this time. Nicely challenged by Stevenson, or was it in fact Misitana with that challenge? Nice one from him. Oh, there was a chance there as we saw Hawalai sneak in between those two defenders, but just ever so slightly. Good run back towards the post there, and look at that, he's so close there to getting a touch home there. That would have been a welcome goal for Samoa after this tough first half. Well, now to see Hawalai substituted for now. To'oro nicely played. It's a 3-on-2. And getting back nicely is Ma'aiva. And there he is there. He's been in, he's had a tough game for Samoa. Lots of defending for him to do. Again, it's going to be Solomon Islands ball off the deflection. So Samoa's defending again all the way back. All four of their outfield players are back defending. Still finding a way through Stevenson. That was a touch of class, that one, wasn't it? Very nice from George Stevenson. Just confusing the defence just a touch. He just held it for that millisecond longer. And that created the space for him to score a second goal of the match. 6-0 now. First goal for 7 minutes of play. Almost threading it through to Te Oro. Still plenty of time left as bad news for Samoa. Lia Alafa back out there now. As the Solomon Islands continue to hunt goals and boost their goal differential. Here comes Lia Alafa again. Again, they can't get the deflection this time. Samoa really struggling at the moment to hold the ball. Calm, just a touch. Almost sneaking through there. Brilliantly to score another was the Solomon Islands team, and here they come again. The live wire 14 is on for the Solomons now. J-Roll Paddy, the 16-year-old. What a talent he looks to be. Great that Damon Shaw, the coach of the Solomon Islands, has given him an opportunity in this contest. Like it might have just come off one of those Solomon Island players. No, they can't hold the ball again. Lia Alafa charging down court. Yeah, he got caught on his lonesome there. Long ranger, well off target by Malo, who's out there now, number 6. And here comes Samoa again, a couple of chances for them. In the latter stage of this first half, Te Oro got it. And now Lia Alafa. It's a good ball. Here's another one. Well, there's a big miss there for Te Oro. Yeah, he knows he should have put that one on target, and if he had, he would have helped himself to his 3rd goal of the tournament. Beautiful play from Lia Alafa. That's a nice ball across, isn't it, from Junior Mana. Te Oro missing that one. Nicely done by Sasau again. He's not missed a trick and goal for the Solomon Islands. Very tidy performance from him so far. Now Te Oro. Oh, he's missed another one. Well, these chances are coming thick and fast at the moment for the Solomon Islands. Towards the end of this first half, as this game gets a bit loose at the moment. I wonder if the Solomon Islands would just be happy to just manage the rest of this first half. I don't think so. I think they'll be continuing to play positively and continue to attack. Te Oro. Here's Patty. Stevenson's dropped back a little deeper now. Now he moves forward. At the end of the last minute of this first half. Samoa did well there to win the ball back. Here's Tamua. Oh, again, the touch from Malo might have been interesting there. Well, it's been an excellent first half for the Solomon Islands. 6 goals. That one's high, wide and handsome from Alice Mana. Referee, Mr. Al-Hatmi of Oman, very clear with his communication. What can Samoa cook up in these final 10 seconds? Leo defending from To'oro. The last 10 seconds. Can Samoa have a last second shot here? No, they won't. Very good half of futsal for the Solomon Islands, with 2 goals to George Stevenson, 2 goals to Alia Alafa, Mana getting a goal as well, and there was an own goal in there too. Very tidy performance from the Solomon Islands, and they lead Samoa in this Group B match at halftime, 6-0.
We have 15 minutes in between the first and second spells, so it's halftime for a good chance to get out there, get that fresh air.
Well, let's have a look at the highlights of the first half for you. So much at stake here for the Solomon Islands and Samoa. Samoa hunting their first points. Got off to a fairly solid start too, with a couple of half chances. Some very good keeping by Susau. Kept the Samoans out. But there's the first goal, George Stevenson. That was after 3 minutes. And it all started to open up pretty tidily there for the Solomon Islands. Second goal came soon after by Junior Mana, who made that run and clipped that one home from close range. Beautiful skill there from Alice Mana to create that for Junior Mana. There it is there, that lovely little interplay there between his left and right foot. Silky skills from him. Third goal came up here very shortly, and it wasn't good for Samoa. To'oro making a nice run, and unfortunately coming off the defender there, Alatina Talilai, as it was 3-0. And there is the first goal of the game for Mika Leah Alafa. You can see how keen he was to get the ball up after he scored 2, because he knows they need to boost their goal differential to enhance their chances of making the semi-finals. And there's the handball that saw a red card in the game for the Samoan defender Lapa Tony, and Mika Leah Alafa making no mistake in converting that into another goal. That was 5-0. Another couple of half chances from long range to the Samoan team. That one there, I think, probably their best chance to score, just eluding Tawalai. And then we saw this lovely piece of skill there from George Stevenson. Score the 6th goal for Solomon Islands in the first half. So that's where we are here at Bruce Pullman Arena here in Auckland. At halftime, it is the Solomon Islands 6, Samoa 0. Well, hello again and welcome to Bruce Pullman Arena here in Auckland. Talofa lava, alo ola keta if you're with us from the beautiful countries of Samoa and the Solomon Islands for this game today here in Group B of the OFC Men's Futsal Nations Cup half-time, and it's the Solomon Islands with 6 goals in the first half, looking very solid. The 6-time champs as they look to get into the semi-finals. 2 groups of 4, of course. At this tournament, the top 2 going through to the semi-finals from each group. At the moment, Tahiti and the New Caledonian teams are top of this group with 5 points each. The Solomon Islands with 2. In fact, 4 points each, rather. The Solomon Islands with 2. But if the Solomon Islands get the maximum 3, which they're on track to do here after the first half, they'll certainly set up that last pool match between New Caledonia and Tahiti beautifully. And that is going to be our next match coming up today here at this tournament, and then we'll get into Pool A matches coming up a little bit later on today. So 6 goals in the first half to the Solomon Islands, and they really did start strongly with 3 goals in the first 6 minutes. George Stevenson ended up getting 2 goals. Mika Lia Alafa getting 2 as well. An own goal, and Junior Mana getting the goal as well. So a big challenge for Samoa in the second half. At the moment, New Caledonia and Tahiti have a goal differential of +5. And the Solomon Islands now, after this first half, have a goal differential of +6. So that's the standings before the match started. So that's where we are. New Caledonia and Tahiti play each other in the last Group B match coming up soon. But you can see with the Solomon Islands now +6 at the moment. So that would take them with the win to 5 competition points, which will certainly keep everyone's eyes on that last pool match. But for now, we got the second half underway between Samoa in the blue, and we got the Solomon Islands in the yellow tops here in the last 20 minutes of this match. And Michael Alava, very controlled and explosive at times, first half from him. Solomon Islands, remember, as I touched on, 1-6. OFC Nation Cup champions titles, and that's awesome play. And it's that man again, Lia Alafa, who's got his hat-trick. What beautiful play here. He started it and he finished it. Excellent work there from the Solomon Islands. Alice Mana with the final touch. And a perfect start again for the Solomon Islands. What a pleasure he is to watch. Mika Lia Alafa, not only in futsal, but also in football as well, where he was a star at Auckland City for 5 years before moving to South Africa for a short time. Lia Alafa has now scored 6 goals in the tournament, 3 in this game. And Samoa are certainly not lacking in effort and courage. But it's been a tough game for them, with the Solomon Islands doing very little wrong at the moment. Solomon Islands win the ball again. And now to Oro. Alafa again cleverly playing it off that defender to continue to have possession for his team. Oh, again, clever play, and I think that came off. No, it's going to be Samoan possession. Again, Doro pinching the ball in mid-court again. Oh, Doro! Well, it's too easy for Doro. He's been threatening to score the whole game. He had a couple of excellent chances in the first half. And he'll be relieved that he's put one home there, the 22-year-old. Good work initially created by Alice Mana. And Doro, yes, gets his third goal of the tournament. Got 2 against Tahiti. And now he gets on the score sheet to lengthen the lead for the Solomon Islands. Inga Tunganga, the coach for Samoa, has got to keep his head high of his players. Be a pretty tough period for them now. Samoa fought pretty well in their games against Tahiti and New Caledonia. Lost in New Caledonia 7-2, Tahiti 5-0. So 5-goal margins in both of those games, but it's a bit of a wider gap now between all for them in this game. And still oodles of time left. Leah Alafa. There's Mana. Alice Mana, beautiful interplay again. And Samoa did well. Savalio at there now, the number 1. Did well to get his arm or his hand down to stop that one being scored. Stevenson. He was down, he went inside the area, but the referees weren't having a bar of that one. Doro. Again, that lovely one-touch passing has been very tidy from the Solomon Islands, as we see almost it going in there. Wasn't far away there from Savalio. Those can be spectacular, those ones. And look at that, he a little look up, didn't he? Saw his opponent Sassau's off his line a touch. So I think, you know what, I'm going to have a crack. It's a nice touch from Fa'amatau. And it's going to be Samoan ball as it came off the Solomon Islands player. Back to Tamua. And Savalio again, almost linking up there with Nanomia, who pushed forward. Yalafa, beautiful play again, and an excellent stop there by Savalio. Did brilliant there, the Samoan keeper. Accuracy of the passing, spot on again by the Solomon Islands. And Savalio, excellent work from him. Oh, it's gone in this time from Lialafa. Another goal to the Solomon Islands star. And this time he just couldn't quite guide it past. And it's Leah Alafa again with his 4th of the game. These goals are mounting up for Mikalia Alafa. 9-0 now for the Solomon Islands. 3 goals scored in this half alone in just 4 minutes of play. traditional heavyweights of this OFC Futsal Nations Cup are flexing their muscles, aren't they? Samoa now with a 3-on or 2-on-2 situation. And Sasso down to make a good stop there. Solomon Islands, of course, won 2 of the last 3 Nations Cups, with New Zealand, the defending champions, winning 6-2 over the Solomon Islands in last year's final. Prior to that, the Solomon Islands won the 2019 and 2016 events. They also had a little run there, the Solomons, where they won 4 in a row between 2008 and 2011. Of course, it was played every year in that period. Now Samoa have picked it up, and hopefully we'll be able to create something with this possession. Maiva tried to wait the pass over to Alatina Talilai. Samoa still have the ball. Oh, just the communication not quite right there for To'o. And here comes the Solomon Islands again. And again they finish beautifully. And there is a goal for Owen Bunabo. He gets the goal for Solomon Islands. And while the 18-year-old celebrates, because that's his first goal of the tournament, he cut in nicely. And tidy combination with Junior Mana. And it's 10 now for the Solomon Islands. Well, 4 goals since halftime now. Well, it's just a touch of class from the Solomon Islands. They are, as I mentioned before, flexing their muscles and perhaps showing why they're a team that's not to be messed with at this tournament. And this goal differential is really starting to mount up and prove quite handy for the Solomon Islands. They won this game, and maybe was it going to be a tight win for them? Was that possibility where they might end pool play unbeaten, but not make it? Miss out on goal differential, but that's looking a distant prospect now. Sal down in a good position again, the keeper for Solomon Islands. Santana's back out there wearing 4 now, and his coach Damon Shaw will be very pleased with this performance by the Solomon Islands on his team, I'm sure. Mana just tries to lay it off there for Misitana. Coach Shaw is just choosing at the moment to give Leah Alafa a breather. Rangomo not on either. Here comes Samoa, but again Misitana going back to defend well for his team. Charlie Otanau is not playing today. He's on those 2 yellow cards. Another very experienced Solomon Islands player that will be available for the next match. Tai now picking up yellow cards against New Caledonia and Tahiti, the 2 previous matches. There is their captain, Rongomo, who is now out there. So the Solomon Islands get possession back again. Nabo holding the ball. Now Misitana. Junior Mana. Whoops. Well read by the Samoan defence that time. Oh, that's a tidy challenge right there from Bunabo. Oh, beautiful ball. Wow, 3 Samoan defenders got back and kept that one out nicely. Big chance here again. Oh, Misitana makes no mistake as he bounced that one home. It's another goal for the Solomon Islands. Or is it? Yes, it is. 11 goals to nil, Misitana. Oh, the eyes lit up, especially when Fatu tried to anticipate the shot. So, Clifford Misitana, it's 11 goals to nil. Well, the Samoan team now well behind, obviously, and it's going to be requiring a big effort from them to ensure no more goals are conceded in this game. They might even get 1 or 2 themselves here. Well, Sassau did brilliantly to come out and stop that one. Got to be brave when you're a keeper in this sport. Put your body on the line on occasions, and he did that well there. Stevenson. Alice Mana. Now Leah Alifa back out there. So Damon Shaw, the coach, still continuing to rotate Leah Alifa. A lot in this game. Oh, that's beautifully done. Well, excellent work there by Maiava to keep the goal from being scored from the 16-year-old J-Roll Paddy. He looks super exciting, doesn't he? What a wonderful prospect he is for this team. Well, it's Alice Mana. Oh, lovely. The Alifa, how good was that for him to keep that one in play? Oh, look at that, he's just too good for them. Beautifully done. Here's Stevenson. Mana, Alice Mana, and Leah Alifa. So good with the ball at his feet, isn't he? Oh, what a pass. The Alifa couldn't come through. Put away the winner as we see J-Roll Paddy compete strongly for the ball alongside Fa'amatau. Stevenson dropping back in defence now. Here's Leah Alifa. Well, Fatu did well. Looked a bit stunned there. No foul by the officials there. Sassau came out to cut the angle down. Well, that challenge needed to be made by Maiava. So here is Damon Shaw there. He's a very experienced coach. And Ina Tunganga with plenty to ponder. This team down 11-0 at the moment. The Alafa. Well, he's lost it for once. Here's a chance. And there is a goal for Samoa. Dilo Tamua has it. And that's his first goal of the tournament. Nice job there by Dilo Tamua. And for just about the first time in the game, Lea Alafa was challenged off the ball there. Really well won there by Tamua Leo. And Dilo Tamua gets the goal and gets Samoa on the board. Well, it's a boost for their confidence in the very least. Samoan team who have had a tough day at the office here, being outclassed by the Solomon Islands in this game, but they've got one on the board. And of course, a little reminder too for Lea Alafa that there are some skillful players on the other side of the court here. And here's another opportunity for Samoa perhaps. Again, they almost made something of that one. Alatina Talilai over there again. Just going to crash it in, and Stevenson got on the road, and now here's an opportunity to break here for the Solomon Islands. Stevenson coming forward again. Whoops, communication just goes astray there. As Paddy wasn't accurate with that pass for Alice Mana. Whoa, 2-on-1 situation here. Here's a second goal for Samoa. And this time it's Jefferson Fa'amatau. Well, well, well. This is a nice little period for Samoa. They've won the ball twice inside the Solomon Islands half, and both times it's Lea Alafa that's given it up, and goals have come from both opportunities. So there is a goal for Jefferson Fa'amatau, and he has his first goal of the tournament, and that lead is cut to 9. It's still a big margin in favour of the Solomon Islands with just on 8 minutes to play. But really good reward for the Samoan team, who certainly haven't lacked effort in this game. Beautiful ball to Lea Alafa. And Samoa win possession again. Mina Tunganga will be happy. See a bit more of fight from his team. Well, I'm sure we'll see the Solomon Islands look to bounce back here. It was a clever little shot from Alice Mana. Just trying to deceive the keeper a touch. Still going to be Solomon Islands possession. Mana. Almost again sneaking home. Nicely headed away, and let's see what the Solomon Islands can do with this play. Well, he's defended really well in this game, has Maiva, but sometimes they sneak through here, and another chance just sneaks by for the Solomon Islands. Just couldn't quite link up with Eddie Kasutee. even sure. Won't be overly pleased with the last few minutes, but nothing like a bit of a wake-up call with a semi-final in prospect for the Solomon Islands, but not confirmed until the result of the next match, which is coming up here in just under 2 hours, which is Tahiti versus New Caledonia. Very tight Group B with all three teams very evenly matched, the Solomon Islands, Tahiti and New Caledonia. Gomo's coming back on now, the captain for Solomon Islands, just to shore up the team just a little bit with Alice Mana taking a seat on the bench for the meantime. Kasute back to Ragomo, and now Bunabo got that earlier goal in the second half. Here he is going, cutting all the way through there, Kasute, but in the end he's just brought down. But no foul. Samoa doing well there to crowd those Solomon Islanders players over on that far side. Lovely pass from out the keeper, Sussau, creates an opportunity for the Solomon Islands here. Couldn't quite link up for the tap home, Junior Mana. He got that little tip in, that would have been his second goal of the tournament. So reminding you that's the next match, New Caledonia and Tahiti, and that will sort out Group B. One of these three teams is going to miss out on the semi-finals, the Solomon Islands, New Caledonia or Tahiti. Beautiful ball. Junior Mana again. Oh, yes. That's lovely capitalisation on an error in mid-court. And there we are. Second goal of the game for Junior Mana. That was excellent build-up from Owen Bunabo. And Junior Mana is a goal scorer for the second time in this match. It's 12 goals to 2. And there, that gets the Solomon Islands back on track. So the way this game is heading, New Caledonia, Tahiti, which is the next match, whoever wins that, oh dear, that's a poor pass. Oh, Fatu did well in the end to stop Junior Mana from completing his hat-trick there. The winner of that next match between New Caledonia and Tahiti will most certainly go through to the semi-finals as top qualifier in Group B. But if that game is a draw, then that does bring goal difference into calculations. Beautiful ball there over to To'o, but he just couldn't quite complete the job. Tavita To'o rather. But if that New Caledonia Tahiti game is a draw, then all three teams, New Caledonia, Tahiti and Solomon Islands, are going to finish on 5 competition points. So goal differential is going to come into play. What a ball that was. Oh, great stop there from Fatu. Well, the connection, Bunabo was looking for a bit more power than that, I suspect. What beautiful play by Ragomo. What about that pass? Now it's Whaamatau. To Mua Leo, rather, and he's been dispossessed, and here comes Bunabo. Tawalai losing it against Samoa. That's probably happened just a bit too often through the game, where they've just given up possession a bit too easily on too many occasions, and that's allowed the Samoan, the Solomon Islands team to really gain control and get some scoreboard pressure early in this match. Of course, with those first 3 goals inside the first 6 minutes. Gomo's going to take a spot on the bench. You know, he debuted for the Solomon Islands futsal team all the way back in 2008. As an 18-year-old, amazing career he's had. That's 15 years ago. He's still running around now, trying to perform at his best for his country. That is pretty amazing. The Oro back out there now. Contrast that with Joe Roll Paddy here at the bottom of your screen, number 14. He's just 16. He's almost half. In fact, he is. He's half the age of Elliot Rogomo and Leah Alafa as well. That's the beauty of international sport, isn't it? The veterans hang on and the youngsters come in. The Oro. Here he is again, switching over to the right-hand side, but he can't quite catch up with that one. Tawalai unable to control that one. Now, this has been a very good performance from the Solomon Islands, just what they needed. And what is this tight Group B? Maybe one more goal here would be useful for the Solomon Islands. You just never know. But this has really put them in the strongest possible position they could have got after those draws earlier with New Caledonia and Tahiti. Oh, they've lost it against Samoa, and there's a foul. And it should be a card, shouldn't it? That one. A yellow card there for Samoa's number 3, Viliamu. A tidy game in that respect, just the 2 cards, of course. We saw a red card, Lapa Lapa Tone, in the first half for that deliberate handball. Here's a chance for Solomon Islands for a 13th. See if Kelvin To'oro is going to really unleash here. There it is, nicely done. Beautiful interplay between him and Junior Mana. To'oro. That's his 2nd goal of the tournament. Just confusing the Samoan defence just enough to create the opportunity. 13 goals to 2. 2 goals for To'oro in this match. 2 against Tahiti as well. That's 4 for the tournament. 13 goals to 2 with 2 minutes 13 to play in the game. So Leah Alafa with 4, To'oro with 2. 2 goals to George Stevenson in the first half, 2 to Junior Mana. And 1 each to Missy Tana and Banabo. Own goal as well in the first half. So those are the 13 goals in this game. Plenty of them for the Solomon Islands. in what's been a very comprehensive performance and victory for them. And after this match, they're just going to have to sit and wait and see what happens in that New Caledonia-Tahiti match, which again, minding you, comes up in about 90 minutes' time. And then we'll follow with those Pool A matches to come here on day 3 of this year's Nations Cup. And today we will have matches between Tonga versus New Zealand and Vanuatu playing Fiji. Here's Mana. So back to Ragomo, who's just come off the bench at critical times now. Here's this youngster, Paddy. I think we're going to enjoy watching him in future years playing this sport. He looks very, very good indeed. Well won in mid-court there by Samoa, though. Maybe a late chance for them. And unfortunately, not to be for Alatina Talilai. Just on 40 seconds to play. And no space at the near post for Fa'amatau. We've got one of Samoa's 2 goals earlier on in the second half. Tamua was the other goal scorer. There he is right there. Dilo Tamua got the first one. Snuck him into the hand there, perhaps, not missed or not called by the officials. 3-on-1 situation. And Paddy couldn't get his first of the tournament. He would have loved that, the teenager. Last 10 seconds. Well, it's been a very solid effort from the Solomon Islands in this Group B match. But that will do it. The 6 times champs have convincingly won this match over Samoa here at the OFC Men's Futsal Nations Cup for 2023. And the Solomon Islands get their first win in their last pool match. They've beaten Samoa by 13 goals to 2. A big winning margin here for the Solomon Islands, which puts them in a solid position for the semi-finals. But their spot in the last 4 won't be confirmed until the conclusion of the next match between New Caledonia and Tahiti. Let's have a look at the highlights of this match, and there were plenty of them for the Solomon Islands, who came out right out of the blocks. Even though Samoa started solidly with a number of half chances, it wasn't long before the Solomon Islands got on the board. You can see George Stevenson wide open at the far post. Made no mistake there. That goal coming after 3 minutes. And it was 1-0. Second goal came up a short time later. Some beautiful setup play right there by Alice Mana, and Junior Mana was the goal scorer. Again, just what the Solomon Islands need. And then a similar play down the left-hand side with Do'oro creating that one. Nice little run down the left. And unfortunately for Samoa, an own goal off their number 10 there, Alatina Talilai. And then Maika Lia Alafa started to get hot. Again, moving into the space beautifully and finishing off with all the professionalism that we want. And then a second, or an incident there, saw a red card handed out to Lapalapa Tony, who'd only just come onto the field. Unfortunately, he got the red card for that deliberate handball, and Lia Alafa making no mistake to score his second, and that was 5-0 for the Solomon Islands. Soon to become 6, but not before a couple of half chances for the Samoan team, including that one and that one there. Both to Tawalai. Stevenson, beautifully finished. Just confusing the keeper just for the split second, and Fatu beaten, and that 6-0 was where we were at half-time, and then it was all the Solomon Islands to start the second half. There's Leah Alifa guiding one home. That's his hat-trick. That was number 7. Samoan defence was well and truly backtracking now. And now Dioro pounding that one home. That was an impressive finish off the left for Kelvin Dioro. He was to get another goal later as well. Leah Alifa, how good was that from him? Beautiful. That was arguably the best goal of the game. And then Bunabo made a good run and finish as well. And that was his first of the tournament and the 10th for the Solomon Islands in this game. It was soon to become 11 with Clifford Misitama. Again, too much space in the middle of the court there as Misitana made a run, but the marker didn't follow through. And Misitana again powering it home. And that was 11 goals to 0. But then we saw Samoa get a couple of goals. And Leah Alifa was robbed of possession on both occasions. There's the first of them, scored by Tumua. Well won off Leah Alifa by Tumua Leo. And again, Leah Alifa losing possession. And that time it was Fa'amatau who capitalised, guiding it past the keeper. But then we saw the Solomon Islands get back on track with 2 goals to win the game. That one to Junior Mana, his second. Again, well won by Bunabo. And Mana right there to finish. And then a lovely little communication play there. I love that play between Mana and To'oro. And that was the 13th and final goal for the Solomon Islands, who win the game. Let's get some after-match reaction now, and we're going to get it from the man who scored 4 goals in this game for his country. That's Mika Leah Alifa.
Micah, congratulations on your Player of the Match performance and the win. How did you enjoy it out there this morning?
Oh, well, our goal today is just to win, and we have to score more goals. So, yeah, that's our first goal today. And then, yeah, I'm happy with the boys. Credits go back to the boys, you know, for the effort today, and everyone give everything today. Yeah.
You mentioned that you needed to win big for the goal difference. What was the coach's message to the guys before the kick-off?
Same, you know, we have to score more goals just to keep us safe, you know, for the semi-finals, and the boys did it. So, yeah.
And it was important to get a good start. 4 goals in the first 10 minutes must have helped settle any nerves.
Yeah, you have to score goals to you get the confidence to the boys, and yeah, we managed to score 4 early goals, and then yeah, from there we score more goals, and yeah, that's it.
So 2 draws and a win. I'll see you through to the semi-finals. What do you think the team could improve heading into that last 4 match?
I think we need to stick together and yeah, work on our defensive, and if we have chance to score goals, we have to score early, and then we have to. The main thing is we have to be together throughout the semi, because we know that the semi-final is going to be a tough one, and then we have to keep fighting till the final whistle. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the victory and good luck in the semi-final.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good performance from him. Well, that was Mika Leah Alifa. Very good performance from him. He scored 4 goals in that game. He's now scored 7 in the tournament. And it was a really good effort from him, and rightly deserved player of the match. He was very good on the ball too. All right, let's get some reaction now from their coach too, Damon Shaw. I'm sure he's a happy man.
We can't get any. It's like on FIFA. Stan Smith. Damon, thanks very much for joining us after a victory for your side. You must be delighted after that performance.
Yeah, because we're through to the semi-finals, and of course the objective was always to get that, and got our first win, gone through the group undefeated, and it was good. The boys played well today. They moved the ball around. The finishing was good. Can always be better, but it was good. No, they played good, and we're in the semi-finals, and that's all that matters in the end.
You mentioned having to score quite a few goals for the purpose of the goal difference. What was the message to the team before they went out there?
We actually tried to take the pressure off how many we needed. Of course, we knew we needed +6 to guarantee going through, but we didn't say that to the players. We didn't force a number on them. We just said go out and play. We knew that with the performances in the last 2 games, which were very good, that if they played that way, they were going to score goals, and they did that.
And I guess those 4 goals in the first 10 minutes, if there were any nerves there, must have helped to dissipate those quite early on.
Yeah, because the danger with these games is if you get far into the game, you can get stressed, and if you start missing chances and things not going your way, the pressure can build up. But yeah, the early goals really helped, and at 6-0 at half time meant we just needed to see the game out and carry on playing the way we were, be confident, and they did that.
Well, you mentioned undefeated in the group stage, but what areas would you like to see the side improve upon before heading into that semi-final?
I think the game management we need to really focus on with the boys, because they played so well actually the first 2 games. Really happy with the way they applied the game plan and the way they defended mostly, but sometimes they get a little bit stressed and we don't manage key moments in the games, and I think that's what cost us in the Tahiti game for sure, just managing the game and managing the pressure. But we're through the group, and I think the semi-finals and final will be a different prospect for all the teams. Hopefully teams will come alive, and we'll play our game.
And after today's victory, I guess you must be confident that your team is just sort of boiling to the right point heading into that semi-final and just timing your run in the tournament.
Yeah, of course, we'd like to win all 3 games, but if in second place, this is a good way to do it. Overcome some challenges, face some tough teams, and go into the semi-finals after 3 hard games, which can only help us.
Well, congratulations on the victory today, and good luck in the last 4.
Thank you.
Well, there we are. Damon Shaw, a happy man with the Solomon Islands through to the semi-finals after that big win over Samoa here at Bruce Pullman by 13 goals to 2. So there we are. That ends that game. We've got 3 more coming up today on day 3, though, of the OFC FUTSAL Nations Cup. And that next match between New Caledonia and Tahiti is going to be interesting. That the winner of that game will also go through to the semi-finals. So big game coming up there with those 2 countries. And then we're into Pool A action, as we saw, with 2 games to end the day's play. For now, we will see you very soon in about an hour and 20 minutes for that Tahiti-New Caledonia match. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.